Really, guys? And stay down. Great. What a waste.
So, we off to see Mamiya? I'm ready whenever you are.
Yep, let's go.
Alright, if your theory is accurate, then Mamiya, and even if that's off, we can...
Yes?
Hi, it's Yagami. I dropped by with...
Again?
I have just a few more questions.
You told me the last... Serious, please. Just leave me alone.
I suppose I should mention, I'm here today as a detective.
For what?
And my partner here is Sugiura.
Never heard of him.
He's based in Ijinsha. The murder of Seiryo High teacher Yoko Sawa, killed in her own apartment. You and Sawa-san, after leaving Kurokawa 13 years ago...
What is it you want? I haven't seen Yoko-chan since graduate. Now go. You're barking.
Maybe you'll remember Kitakata-san. He was your homeroom teacher at Kurokawa. Just like you, he appears to be connected to...
So why am I being...
But right now, you two weren't necessarily...
If
how convenient. Because that's a...
My husband will...
I'll give him my best.
Exactly, thanks for hearing us out.
Hold on just a moment.
Huh. Wonder what's going on. You don't think she bolted, do you? Should we ring again?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is your son home today?
He's at English school.
Doesn't your husband help with any of that?
Excuse me, but you are in no place to make those kinds of comments.
Sorry.
Well...
The groping was orchestrated, right?
Excuse you?
When Akihiro Ihara grabbed you on the train, you were in on that, weren't you? The whole thing was
You need to leave. Right now.
Dude, what gives?
No one would even think to consider a predator and his victim could be accomplices. But if it was to establish a murder that way, Ihara got away with it. But as luck would have it, proving it is going to require you to cooperate with us.
If you don't get up this second, I am calling the police. I mean it.
It took me quite a long time to figure out how you and But once I learned Yokosawa attended Kurakawa, she was in your homeroom class. But just before I could ask her about any of this, that same gang has been hunting your old teacher.
What is it you want from me?
Lamia-san, do you have any idea where Kitakata-sensei could be? He may be Kawana the handyman, but
I don't know. He was my teacher a decade ago.
Well, I'm willing to wager Kitakata-sensei still remembers yours.
Oh, God.
See for yourself.
No.
This was recorded at Kurakawa Academy 13 years ago. It was well hidden. Your Kitakata-sensei had it on a USB drive. He really didn't want this thing being seen. The most interesting part is the date. It's the very same day Mitsuru Kusamoto jumped off the school roof. And hanging out in the back, we see you, laughing and cheering right along with the other bullies.
Guess it's safe to say it's a good thing your family wasn't home. Wouldn't exactly want them seeing this, would we?
Has this video come up? Has Kitakata-sensei ever mentioned to you that he had it?
Please. Please delete it.
Considering the angle, I get the feeling that this was recorded in secret. And based on your reaction, did you even know it existed?
You know what happened? What? Are you expecting someone?
Well, I knew it would happen someday.
What do you mean?
Looks like she wanted some company over.
Just getting good. Well, this turned into a shit show.
So you are all working together.
What should we do with them? They're the jerks who hurt Tsukumo-kun, right?
Break every finger on their hand, it still won't make you even. I have an old
Huh?
Let's not cause a scene. Hey.
Well, it's the safest spot we know. Doesn't it feel good to be such...
Yeah, Higashi, be cool. We won't be around long.
Be cool. You think
What's your call? We kicking him out?
Oh, quick bit of news, Higashi-san. Kaito-san got shanked in Yokohama.
What?
You'll know once we're done explaining. Let me introduce you to Mommy. She called...
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about that. What happened to Aniki? Fuck those arcade.
Now that Higashi-san's up to speed, should we get to it?
What do you intend?
First, you'll tell us...
Then let's get this over with. What do you want to know?
Let's start with the video. Any thoughts you'd care to share? I found it on a flash. I take it that means he's the one who...
Yes.
That means Kawana...
Yes.
If that's the case, then what? Kawana-san didn't show that tape to anyone
We had
else?
no idea we were even being... We didn't find out about...
Why exactly did he sit on it for so...
Kitakata-sensei said he kept it so...
What?
If that video came out at the time of the incident, I'm sure life would have been... After all, Kawai was...
Yeah, but you guys could have wound up in the same
No.
boat.
At most we would have come across as dumb kids. We might have caught some flack. But that's only how I would have gone.
You're saying circumstances are different?
I have a child now. A husband. If the world sees that, then what do you think would the son of a woman who drove a kid to attempt suicide? His life would be ruined. That recording is Mitsuru jumped from the school roof.
I get it.
Same for all my... Most graduates go off to great university. One started his own company.
They're all in your position.
Exactly. He waited, and when that time came...
When was the first...
5 years ago. At first, then without... He's a psych...
Well, all you...
Never we were just... Why...
I'd say you'll slip...
You said it reminds me of something. There was this...
Then it was
No.
you. Wasn't
Also,
us.
and Brent...
Did Kawana...
And if we're... So we all consider...
But doing
Yes.
nothing.
Yeah, so...
We were after...
So you let...
We had
what
to...
I'd say.
Nothing. There was only a video. It was of all of us. Pushing Kawhi into the van. Turns out you can see... Even if you... As I was watching it, when I saw it, I just went cold. That's when I knew I would never be able to escape him. It was a picture of anyone who's...
And that's how he got his...
Since then...
He's giving you...
He ma-
Murder.
What the
Any...
heck?
He doesn't give us his spot, I think.
So his...
Anyone until...
Yeah.
So was the... We know that happened how...
Not grabbing all the...
So that...
We have... But if we... And we know...
So as long as he has that, you're wrapped around his finger.
Sounds to me like Kawana's had one thing on his mind for 13 years. Sitting on that video and becoming an Ijincho handyman, he's dragged off.
Is today that day?
We'll see.
What?
There are these scumbags chasing down Kawana. Strange that, so tell me.
That I don't know for certain. But Sensei did reach out to Yoko-chan about 6 months ago over the phone. He was asking her about the suicide. The lawsuit played out, but Yoko...
How'd he do?
From Yoko, I think, after...
So, no. She thought the...
It's not like...
Who is it?
Block number. Hello?
Yo, know who this is, Yagami?
Kawana?
Yeah. I heard you're looking for me.
Where are you?
I'm willing to meet you now if you come alone. But you have to let Mamiya go.
What?
All right.
Works for me.
What? Pretty sure.
Listen, and don't...
He told me to meet him alone.
gonna be-
Well, he already... And I can't...
Oh.
Really, guys?
And stay down. Why is this always... Really, guys?
Hope you don't mind I let myself in. Now, are you gonna hold up your end and release Yui Mamiya? Come on. You and I can either try to make this work, or neither of us is gonna get what we want. So, you gonna make the call or what?
Hello? Yagami-san?
I'm with Kawana. You can let Mamiya-san go.
Got it. Will do.
Sorry about all this, Yagami. Why don't you sit down? Maybe it's time you and I had a heart-to-heart. How's Kaito holding up?
Kaito-san's recovering in the hospital. For now. Sawa-sensei is another story, though.
I can hardly believe it. She was the last person I wanted to get mixed up in all this shit.
If that's the case, why were you already waiting in her apartment? RK's top men were lying in wait over there to get their hands on you. So why was she the one lying on the ground? Answer me, Kawana. Was it because of you?
Would you feel better if it was?
How dare you?
You're thinking that if you hadn't stuck your nose in her affairs, she might be at home grading her papers right now. You tell me, is that what's eating away at you right now? Because if it is, you're mistaken. That guilt is mine alone to bear. It's my burden to carry. When I saw on the news that she had been murdered in cold blood, it felt like the whole world had stopped spinning to me. I would take it all back right now if I could. But unfortunately, to fix this, I'd need to turn the clock back further than you'd think.
You mean back to when you were a school teacher?
Yeah, basically. Back to when I still had a little faith in humanity. Seeing someone's life get cut short, you never really bounce back from it, do you? But I don't have to tell you that. I did my homework on you, Yagami. It seems you were a fairly accomplished lawyer. You even scored a murder acquittal. But we both know how that ended. The death of an innocent young woman. You and I are the same. We both have scars. And they're the type of scars that never fully heal.
Yeah. Maybe you're right.
But for Sawa-kun, it was 13 years ago. The very day before Mitsuru Kusamoto jumped, she stopped me in the hall so she could tell me about how serious the bullying really was. Up until that day, I just assumed it was boys being boys, teasing. I figured it was harmless, that they'd get bored with it, and then they'd move on. I mean, come on. Kawai had to have been twice the size of Mitsuru. It's not like I'd seen any fighting. So I warned him not to overdo it. And eventually he would take the hint.
Well, according to what I was told, you smirked, actually.
Yeah. I guess that's what I did. I was too late. Sawa-kun had to point it out. Sensei, how could you be so blind? She asked. Her eyes were this piercing mix of pity and scorn. According to what she told me, nearly half the class was bullying Mitsuru. She said she'd seen him at the station. She made it sound like he had half a mind to jump onto the tracks right then and there. I'm not so presumptuous anymore. But back then I used to think I thought I'd won their hearts and minds. But the look on Sawa-kun's face that day made I couldn't just go on smiling like nothing happened. So I decided to do my homework.
So you admit that you're the one...
You saw it, right? Talk about the ugly side of kids. Up the camera and... I missed him. What happened in that classroom was the final straw. Later on, all the bullies were asked what happened. Kawai started it. It wasn't our idea. To anyone outside of it, so the people held culpable were Kawai and myself. That was...
So you couldn't forgive your students who got... You went so far...
That's right. But I don't care.
You say that, even though... I'll ask you again. Don't dodge the question.
I wouldn't say I dodged it. But I suppose I should explain from the beginning. 4 years ago, there was a suicide at Sawa-kun's school. It was her own student this time. You know this, right?
Yeah.
When she was... Soon as she told... Of course. When Sawa-kun...
What did she want?
She had a... She called me a few...
And?
I denied that there was a detective at the school.
Huh?
She meant a detective... The police are a pain in the ass. But when an out-of-town detective comes sniffing around, that's bad. I knew I had to act fast to get you off the trail. Although, Sawa-kun was a problem too. I thought I'd kill two birds with one stone.
And then what?
First, I found out where the two of you would be meeting up, at that little cafe. Then, I hired the Liumang to step in. But you put up one hell of a fight. They had strength in numbers, but you would have taken out the whole group if I hadn't stepped in. Nonetheless, my other message went through. At the same time, Sawa-kun was handed a photo of Mikoshiba's final moments. I left that task to someone you know. Yue Mamiya. They hadn't seen each other in 13 years. Sawa-kun had no idea.
The lady in the sunglasses. Yui Mamiya was involved in that too?
Everything I did that night was intended as a warning to Sawa-kun. Although, I guess I didn't have to be so extreme about it.
Yeah. Sawa-sensei was too smart. She must have started suspecting that you'd had something to do with Mikoshiba's murder. After all, who else could have known we'd be meeting at that cafe? She'd have traced it right back to you.
Even if Sawa-kun had started to suspect me, I knew she wouldn't sell me out to the cops. We're too alike. The both of us lost students to suicide on our watch. That said, I couldn't bear the thought of dragging her down into the mess I started, so I scared her off, and I thought she would stay away. The day she was killed, she called to ask if we could speak in person. I could tell something was wrong. She was on the verge of tears the whole call. Then she broke down. I asked her why, of course, but she wouldn't give me a straight answer no matter how I tried to phrase the question.
So then what? Did you just waltz on over there? It doesn't seem like you.
Watch it. You don't know me well enough to say that.
Maybe. But I assume you had some sort of plan going in. Were you gonna confess to her?
Here's the thing. If she'd figured out that I was behind Mikoshiba, and it didn't sit well with her, I would have told her every last detail. Sawa-kun, no. I think she would have understood me. Or at least that's what I had believed. In hindsight, I think she was forced to make that call. Under normal circumstances, I'm sure she'd have rather washed her hands of me. Hard as it is to hear, I think she called me under duress. RK probably had her hostage. That would explain the vague responses. That's probably why her voice was trembling. It's tragic.
You mean it was RK? Why do they want you so badly anyway?
I don't know.
What?
If I knew their angle, I'd be doing more than just scurrying around.
You serious?
Believe me, I'm just as clueless as you are, much as I hate to admit it. Honest. I'm not thrilled that a small army wants my head on a platter. Have you noticed how RK seems to show up at the worst possible times? Someone must be pulling their strings.
Then we're on the same page. At least we agree on something.
Just a sec. Yeah. I'm still over here with Yagami-san. You're not being tailed by any of his guys, are you? Okay. Then I'll meet you right now. That was Mamiya-kun. She said she's free. You guys have been true to your word. Tell Sugiura-kun that I said thank you.
Now you want to go? We still have some business to settle here.
Now remember, I'm the handyman here. Let me do the dirty work. I don't know what else to tell you. But you need to get out. While you still can.
If you disappear into the night, I don't want to go busting my ass just to find you again. Before you leave, I'll need some contact info. A phone number would be nice.
Oh, no need for that. As far as I'm concerned, this is goodbye.
I wouldn't count on that.
Hold up! You won't get away.
Catch you later! Oh, damn it! Get back here!
What the... Where'd he go?
Kawana!
You heard that, right? The detective here already knows everything.
Kawana!
What are you going to do now? What do you think happens when he spills everything? Sounds like your lives are over, unless you shut him up.
But Sensei, you'll finish the job for us, right?
Huh?
Oh, he's even got a name to your voice. I know,
Okay then. Time to learn your lesson!
Come on. What kind... Kawana? Oh no, Kawana! Really? So nice of you to stick around, Mamiya-san. Well, since Kawana couldn't stay, Sounds like you're not out of the woods just yet, huh?
Hey. What are you doing?
Getting your identification on record, so you won't be a threat to us anymore.
What?
And I think you owe us after everything you've done. Expect me to come collect one of these days. Your carriage awaits, Mamiya-san.
Don't tell me we're going back to that dingy arcade.
We sure are. But try not to hold a grudge. It wasn't up. Higashi, you already called Sari-san and the gang, right?
Yeah, I let him know what's up.
Did Shirosaki-sensei say anything?
Well, she was pretty stunned when I told her who...
Sounding a little smug there, Higashi-san. Taking credit for the detective work you didn't even do?
Whatever, man. Kuwana got away, and that's all that... Still, the task in front of us is finishing Sari-san's case. We have to clear up Ahara's crime. With Mamiya-san's help, of course.
Finally, I'm ready to get some answers. Well, we still got time till Shirosaki-sensei gets here.
Huh? That'd be okay?
Sure. I'll call you once everyone's here.
Yeah, a break sounds good.
By the way, Higashi, has anything unusual gone down in Kamachi?
Yeah, about that. My guys were saying things have been a little... Soma and Akutsu, and they can pay for...
Make them pay?
That's not the Yakuza in me.
Isn't that
Fine. I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah,
Besides...
Whatever you said. Relax, Yagami-san. I'll let you know when Shirosaki-sensei and...
They're gonna pay for what they did to Aniki. If I don't make them, who's gonna?
Hey, Yagami-san, it's Sugiura.
Hey.
Shirosaki-sensei and the others just got to Charles. They're getting ready to grill Mamiya-san.
Got it. Then I'll head back soon.
Thanks.
Really, guys?
ありがとうございます。
What a waste.
Really, guys? Come on. And stay down.
Great. More of them.
What a waste.
For real?
And stay down.
You too, Genda-sensei?
What? Am I in the way? I figured if they could pull a fast one on Sauri...
Why are all these people here? What?
We've been waiting for you, Yagami-san. Mamiya-san is about to invite... Oh, and
Our condolences.
Looks like she got mixed up, but we're still not sure why. To figure that out, we'll have to read.
Exactly.
That said, let's start with the harassment charges.
Fine. Let's get this over with.
Pout all you want, but keep the answer.
The Hara's assault was designed to establish a... So Kawana had you...
Can you confirm if this is all accurate so far?
Yeah.
The person... And my understanding is that...
That's right.
What was Kawana?
Didn't you hear that stand-in was...
You mean Kawana? So this Ahara?
But some spot...
That part...
Oh.
You can print things...
Well, it's a machine, so if you were to scan a person's...
I don't know the details.
Something like this. See, with a 3D printer, a piece of a face is pretty easy.
What the hell?
I see. His eye...
It's incredible, I must say. And with the prosecution assuming he's just another sexual predator...
This is no time to be impressed.
Assuming...
I'm of the...
Okay.
How should we be looking at this?
The guy getting taken down. Sensei had already switched places with them before the scene happened.
Makes sense. There'd be no way to swap. His sunglasses were removed.
Also, the person who tripped him was one of ours. So, if nobody tried to stop him, but the most important part of it was... More or less.
So basically, this entire battery case... Any thoughts after seeing...
Stop it.
You're gonna look away? You aided and abetted...
I mean, yes.
Who put this video up?
Sensei did. He said...
So that was all part of the...
Yeah. His son's death was brushed aside, and that's what led them to his home. The real... How would the public respond after finding...
So Kawan...
Seems to be going well.
I guess Ahara really was desperate. He was never concerned about it.
Yeah? Cop or not, nobody took responsibility for...
I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
Sensei and Ahara's son are the perfect pair. Speaking of...
This came out pretty clearly.
Uh-huh.
So the guy in the back is Kawana
Yes. I
Sounds
didn't.
like you had a...
But Sensei sure did.
How about this then?
And this is?
Before the incident, Ahara used this card.
Right, and it...
Thanks, Hoshino-kun.
Happy to...
At the earliest, if Ahara killed Mikoshiba, and frankly... Huh?
Sensei afterward, he's that way.
So even the entrance...
Yeah.
Anything else?
Can you take a closer look?
That's the Ikebukuro station platform.
If Kawana was pretending to be Ahara...
Right.
Guess we did, huh? What do you make of this?
I mean...
The
one right...
Meaning...
There is no... The stand-in turned out to be none other...
Good. How about this, then?
What's this?
We made a diagram of Shinjuku Station. The platform's packed with...
We've all been looking into it. So if that was the case, then after Ahara had his stand-in do the... Sound about right.
Is I give...
This piece of the puzzle...
Is that...
The police... From the analysis, the same fibers from Mamiya-san's under...
That's right. But the evidence...
I take it there was a...
That's simple. That's when I had... After that, all I had to do was go to the bathroom and put them on. What the police found on Ahara-san's hand, the courts really ate it up.
You're really starting to open up. That's the spirit.
Yagami-san, you sure that's enough?
Yeah, I think at the very least, we know that the prosecution's evidence can all be...
The courts...
Are you saying...
I am.
Why do you...
Well, as the... Doesn't matter.
And we'll talk to...
Sounds good.
Will do.
So...
Sure are.
Yo, Yagami. You sure it was cool to let that Mamiya chick just go home?
Yeah? Why?
I mean, she helped Kawana kill all those people. Aren't you gonna turn her in?
I would. There's nothing we can do. Frankly, we don't have any proof.
What, so this is all for nothing?
Nothing directly pointing to... Which means...
fine.
Come on, man, what?
You wouldn't be the guy.
Wow.
But if it's help you need. But only if you bow your...
Thanks for the drink.
Dude.
What a waste. Really, guys? What a waste. Let's go. And stay down. What a waste.
And stay down.
Great. What a waste.
And stay down.
Oh, you morons. What a waste.
And stay down.
So, you're recommending an appeal. I have that right? Did some new evidence come?
Yui Mamiya, you wanted the same.
Well,
your goal was to avenge.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ahara-san, we have a much better...
And what exactly?
Like Yagami-san, as your lawyer, I'll file for an...
Thanks, but...
On the day of the crime, October...
Baloney.
Except that you weren't.
Oh.
You wanted to give them... And you'd miss out on that opportunity if you were at home, which is why you were in Ijincho instead. Isn't that right? You and Kawana's former students staked out Mikoshiba. Then you dragged every bone on Mikoshiba's fingers was broken. Remembering how he pushed Toshiro, you tortured, you inflicted no small amount. There's no way you weren't there.
And then...
You need the whole play-by-play? Even though you already know...
Oh, not it.
As for what you did next after beating Mikoshiba... Without leaving any... Estimated time of death was around 7:30. You tossed the bloody coat and made your way to Ikebukuro Station, where Yui Mamiya was...
Are you sure? I was at Ikebukuro by 7:30 a.m. Would have been impossible for me to kill Mikoshiba and Ijincho.
Person in the security... The identity of former high school teacher... So which name did he...
I don't know who you're talking about.
With Kawana in view of the security camp. That's where you touched. The police would lay... Then you made your way to Shinjuku Station. After that, Mamiya and Kawana acted out. Kawana jumped, and then, in the smallest of blind spots in a station absolutely packed with cameras, you were waiting for Kawana, who looked just like you. With the two of you met, Kawana and right after that...
An active duty as a result, despite it being the consensus...
Have some the prosecute. I'm in no position. There's nothing I can do.
I know what you're trying to say.
Everything my son... School, the teachers... And yes, the court. They all dismissed the...
That's when Kawana came in the picture. But was it Kawana's word? Because all of his fingers...
What do you have to say, Ahara?
Did Kawana really... No. Posts on the internet.
Actually, Yaga, he couldn't have narrowed down his...
With Sawa, you had to...
Nearly hit...
Nearly?
After my trial, she had no idea.
What?
Kawana-san let me list. That was the proof of Toshi. After hearing...
Was there no other evidence?
Nothing. It was when I heard about it.
I take it that was the wrong approach.
Yeah. I'm sure he felt I should have told, but instead, no matter. He went to a private school out in Yokohama. Because he hated living with me. But in the end... He still suffered.
And that's why...
If you say so.
So the first time Kawana showed up?
Yes. I was in uniform when he came to me too. He reassured me he had already taken and that he'd tell them that simply...
If justice can be served, if the law is open...
Then tell me to overlook...
To render justice...
Some of the victims, but do you understand Kawana's being that...
No, you're not.
They don't change Toshiro's... Even got to... Someone like him! I'd die of old... Toshiro, tell me.
Yagami...
This is the...
You really did? I didn't...
I just got lucky. There was some dirt on Yui Mamiya that Kawana could have used against her. If we hadn't found it...
What are you talking about?
Ahara-san?
Of course. The charges, they wouldn't be able to... I could scream, I killed Mikoshiba.
Are you saying you intend to...
Everyone's seen that obviously, even if I do confess...
They wouldn't.
No, that's not been... All you want is to humiliate...
It's... the prosecution, and that it would be... Wouldn't that just be one?
I hear you.
Do you?
But in this...
What tiger?
Someone's... And they've been... And Sawa's... I'm sure you get... Sawa's sent...
I'm aware she was... And by...
Yeah.
No way...
You think it could be...
Excuse
that's
me.
What the more... And then... Kawana... That's what... And if Sawa sent... Then how can you begin to believe your vengeance is...
Because she gave false testimony.
She couldn't... What's more... But now she's been killed. I'm gonna clear...
How?
By going public. The first step...
You never grew the court's verdict, so please...
You get to humiliate the court again. Besides, what are you gonna do?
Fine. Do what you want.
Yes?
I have no intention of admitting to killing...
We won't know till... Let's go, Sari. We better act fast.
Yes.
Yagami-san. Sawa-sensei's death isn't on me. Even if I have grabbed the tiger
by that law... Listen to me. We're gonna express the only thing...
I'm going to fill Genda-sensei in on what happened. Why don't you head over...
Sure thing.
So then...
Off the record?
It sounds like
It's
you were...
enough.
Genda-sensei?
The sexual battery and to clear Ahara of
Ahara-san was captured.
And the...
They're only saying
In
that.
reality, the sexual bat at the very least.
You really think the courts will grant you...
Are you saying that's not possible?
I would. So what, without any decisive new and what...
To be honest with you.
What?
Saori-san.
Yes. As a matter of fact.
You have every right to be.
Listen, Sensei. Ahara and have we not fallen right into their trap? If we take...
True.
So how can we work...
I understand where you're...
And another, I didn't trust the person I was defending.
Sorry.
Ahara likely, he probably took great delight, and I won't stand for that. I'm gonna show him exactly...
What about you?
We should listen to Sara.
I see.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Miko Shiba's murder, we need to shine it in the perfect...
So it's...
If we pursue Ahara's case, Kuwana-san...
And if we draw out so much, which means, and I need to figure... The only thing we...
Well said.
Genda-sensei.
Looks like I got complacent from all the peace and quiet.
I apologize.
Now get out there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
You heard him.
Hello?
Yagamishi, are you still in Kamurocho?
Yeah, why? What's
I'm
up?
afraid our case...
Are they now?
Yeah,
You think so?
I see.
Things are settling into place.
Huh?
Yeah, let's go.
Yagami-san?
Well, now that's something. Looks like we're finally starting to see the whole picture.
Kuwana-san. But there's still some things...
Like what?
Like, why does RK keep going after Kuwana-san? You think that's weird?
Yeah. Before they came to Ijincho,
But when they found out he might have been
We can guess they're strengthening their numbers.
Goons at the if Akatsu or Soma
That's
were
true.
Sitting around here. I'm quick on my feet.
Yeah, don't say that, yeah.
And stay down.
Hello?
It's Shirosaki. Do you have a minute, Yagami-san?
Yeah, what's up?
I was thinking back on our interview with Ihara-san, and so I wanted to ask your opinion.
Which part felt off?
The part about Kuwana approaching other bullying victims besides Ihara-san to offer revenge. Ihara-san also mentioned that most of them rejected his offer, but never went to the...
Yeah, and?
Well, wasn't the first bully Kuwana killed tormented by his bullies? That event was the catalyst for Kuwana's actions. So wouldn't he have approached...
Mitsuru Kusamoto's parents?
Yes, who is currently, if she accepted or is even... There's no way she'd ever want... With her level of... which would explain how...
And you think it's Reiko Kusamoto?
You don't think...
Yeah, this is genius, Sarah.
Quite a compliment coming from you.
Don't say...
Yagami-san, back already?
That was quick.
Well, the day's not over yet. I need you to look into Reiko Kus. She might be the one behind...
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Take a look at this, Yagamishi. It hasn't even been a full year yet.
Looks like she's still got a
good... Yeah, there's almost no criticism of her out there.
The Ministry Revolution. Vice Minister is pretty high up there, yeah?
Big time. If she really did take Kuwana up on his offer, and in that case, she'd need some kind of
connect. Fair enough, but RK already...
Right. And after... Still, then again, especially if that's someone...
Well, the internet's not gonna give us much else.
Maybe we should.
Would it really...
Mitsuru Kusamoto's still in a coma.
Yes?
If he's...
I get ya.
Huh.
What's what now?
Breaking...
And?
It's hitting the...
Watanabe PD is conducting a search.
Why are they looking?
Shouldn't they...
It's also... The police are...
Yeah, on that note, I should have been in the footage, too. The police only seem to want...
who?
Detective want...
Been a while, hotshot.
Yeah, I guess it has. Hey, I'm curious.
I take it you saw the news. Kuwana was caught on camera near the crime scene. Plus...
But I saw Soma holding an ice. Plus, there were RK footprints on...
Because the big boys with big balls...
So this is all just pressure?
Why are you so bent on it? So stick your private investigator schnoz somewhere else.
You sound pretty bent up. I was thinking maybe we could... Abe-san?
On the phone and...
He hung up.
Yagamishi, I managed to focus despite all the...
What? Seriously?
He's on the main
but... It won't matter if I miss him because...
Yag...